Okay. I think we can start now. What time? You want to go bring the stuff? Yeah, okay, all right. Okay. Okay. Hello to everyone. Please so much. Okay, hello everyone. We would like to say welcome. As most of us out there know, we have been in communication with the United Nations Fund on Population Activity. And this is Dr. Pride, who we always talk about in our meetings, in our group chat, in Wubu Foundation group chat. And he is the assistant country representative for the United Nations Fund on Population Activities. And Dr. Pride, I will first of all want to introduce you to staff of the Wubu Foundation and officials from the Liberia National Association for the Deaf. This is Ambassador Abdullah Tani Konate. He is the co-chairman board of directors for the Wubu Foundation. And this is Mr. Charles Saban. He is the general secretary. And this is Mr. Joshua C.V. Barr. He is the director of sign language. This is Sister Lou Lawrence. She is the office manager and receptionist. And we have Brina that we met the last time, but she was not here. And I am Sawi Emmanuel Bede, the IT staff communication director for Wubu Foundation. For and on behalf of the Wubu Foundation for Deaf Children Development International, and Mr. David Twazama, rather, the president for the Liberia National Association for the Deaf. Sorry. For and on behalf of the Wubu Foundation for Deaf Children Development International, we would like to say a big thank you to the United Nations Fund on Population Activities. We've been praying for this opportunity for a very long time, and we just want to say thank you that that institution was able to reach to the deaf community through Wubu Foundation. So, not to say more, I will turn the floor over to my boss, Ambassador Abdullah Tani Konate.
Okay, hello to everyone. First of all, we want to say thank you to the Almighty God for the opportunity given to us to receive the UNFPA year. And again, we thank the UNFPA for empowering deaf people and less disabled people in this country. And this is because of the lack of knowledge. Most of the people are very hard to understand the deaf. So we are so much pleased to thank UNFPA for this donation. And we wish that you're going to come by here and you're going to see the deaf children. Because right now it's a knockdown process. We are anticipating to work also in participation with the UNFPA. Now, most of the deaf people don't know what is corona. And we are to teach them what corona is. We have been doing that. And many people go to the radio to speak, and they speak with our interpreter. But today we are surprised that UNFPA came here to see this office and to get this to the deaf community. We don't want for this to be our last contribution. We want for it to continuously support this entity in order for us to make all of our problem to be solved. Now, we have seen many of the posters, but for the deaf, we don't have some here. We don't have posters that can indicate to wash your hand, to do this and that. So on behalf of the Wubu Foundation, is asking you that you please go back and tell your bosses that the deaf depend on visual aid. So thank you for your visitation. Thank you for your donation. Thank you.
Okay, at this time we will call Mr. David Twazama, who happens to be the president for the Liberia National Association for the Deaf.
Again, say thank God for this day and thank you for the donation that you brought to the deaf community. The deaf community is a large community. But Wubu Foundation have been dealing with the children so far, and they have been advocating for everybody in this country. Now, Moravia is not Liberia. We need to reach out to all of the people. So thank you.
Okay. Dr. Frank, your last visitation. Okay, Mr. Frank.
Okay, Dr. Frank. brother Jacob Brandon, he went to South Africa before. And before you brought this stuff here, he have been in contact with me closely. I said this coronavirus they have been very, very much difficult for the deaf to actually or actively participate because many people don't know sign language. And today, through communication, you were able to bring this stuff here for the deaf community. Thank you.
Okay, so Dr. Brand, your last visitation at the Wubu Foundation office, we told you what Wubu Foundation was into educating the deaf children and the youth of school-going ages in Liberia. And one of the challenges we've been facing since the outbreak of the COVID pandemic in Liberia, the government and other institutions provided learning opportunity via radio and internet platforms. But within the deaf community, for deaf people to get food separately is not easy. So a deaf student cannot afford in 2 weeks to get $2 or $1 card to go on the internet and print out the assignment and be able to check the lesson and things. So since the outbreak of the pandemic in Liberia, they have been excluded from all the educational activity. So we at Wubu Foundation, before the outbreak of the COVID-19, with the able leadership of our chairleader in person of Wubu Henrys, our Chief Executive Officer, Ms. Olina Bailey Steering, and the co-chair, Ambassador Abdullah Tan Donate, they was in communication with an IT consulting firm in the United States of America called Innovative Education International, and they provide school software and learning material for schools in developing countries. So we'd just like to show you the kind of software that we use here at the Wubu Foundation for Deaf Children Development International. This is the computer lab. This is Wubu Foundation for Deaf Children Development International Computer Lab. And this computer program that we run here at this institution for the deaf community is called the Samuel Morris Smart Bus Computer Program. This Samuel Morris Smart Bus Computer Program is an instant wireless classroom. It runs by this server. This server is called Richard, and on this server, they got a variety of educational content ranging from math, social studies, biology, chemistry, geography, and even as far as some university courses. So, deaf children from various deaf schools within Monrovia and its environment, like we told you the last time, we were planning to extend it, but because of the transportation business, we are only dealing with deaf children in Monrovia and its environment. This is one of our students. They come here every weekdays. We have scheduled for the different schools to come and do the school lesson on the computer, and we also provide other IT training for them. So this is the system we're using. And this is the Wubu Foundation Computer Lab. As you can see, we got these equipment. This is the projector, and this is the screen for the projector. We got it from a friend overseas. So this we even hoping that people can help us to do some renovation on the lab, because every now and then after class we have to take these things down, and you know, when the children coming for class we have to put it back. So this is basically that's what we do, and this is the Wubu Foundation Computer Lab that you wanted to see. So we will turn everything over to you. If you had a word or two to say. Okay. The officials of Wubu Foundation, faculty, staff, students, the officials, the Deaf Association, those with hearing impairment in Liberia,
come at this time to identify with you. In our country, we are faced with a challenge that is global. Currently, we are faced with the COVID-19 pandemic, a viral respiratory disease that has impacted human beings all over the world. Now, as we find ways to support the health system in Liberia and support the people of this country, especially through the Ministry of Health, we cannot forget you people. Because those with visual impairment are a very important part of the society. If we decide to help the people of Liberia, according to the UN principle, we should leave no one behind. So, we are quite happy to identify with you. We understand your plight. We know that if those who have their normal sight, their normal hearing, can have it difficult to live now in this time. Imagine those who have some of these major senses impaired, how even more difficult it's going to be for them, how even more challenging it's going to be for them. It means that together as a society, we need to put arms around you to support you so that we put you on par with the other people. So that not because you are visually impaired or you have hearing impairment, then you should be excluded from society. No. You are a part of this society and we all have to work with you. So I can assure you that within my organization, we will advocate on your behalf. We will try to make sure that things that we cannot do, but some of our sister organizations can do, we will talk to them to be able to come and help you as well. I want to extend special, appreciation to Wubu Foundation for creating such an initiative to provide education, to build the capacity of those who have hearing impairment, so that you improve their level to make them marketable, make them skillful, so that they can challenge anybody, on issues that pertain to their well-being. I don't have much. The little that our organization have right now is brought to identify with you at this COVID-19, because the prevention of COVID is very important. As we know, we have to practice social distancing, we have to do hand washing, okay? And those are important things that you can do to prevent the spread of this disease or to control the disease. And anything we can do to help, the little we can do to help, is what we've done, and we hope we can do more. But more so, we are also interested in ensuring that your capacity can be built to the level where you can become independent. You can stand on your own 2 feet. Your capacity can be develop to the point where you can one day go out there and look for something to do that can earn a living for yourself. That is very important. And we will try our best to work with you in this regard. Now, our organization, the last time I spoke with Billy, Exawi, and he said certain things to me. He said that some of our students, especially the girls,
yeah, a couple of them are here. Say, where is the name?
Yeah. Sometimes they find it difficult to even have the sanitary pads, you know, and that touched me a whole lot. In fact, because our organization works to empower girls to develop their knowledge on their own reproductive health, to know, so that they know better about their bodies, so they do not fall prey to pregnancy when they do not want it, because you know you need to be prepared and enabled before you can start having children, because you have to care for them. So if you're not ready and it happens, it can really, you know, derail you, and it can lead to serious poverty. So we will help to see how we can address those kind of concerns, so that these girls can be empowered by giving them the proper education, by helping with some of the little things that we can provide, and we provide drugs in terms of the contraceptive, so that if you do not want pregnancy, you take these contraceptives to prevent you from getting pregnant when you do not want it. But that information is important for you to have. It's important to share with these girls so that they know, so they have better control over their body. They are empowered to take decisions for their own body. That's very important. And so it means that we're going to be working with you in the future on these things, because through this foundation we can better get to, you know, to this larger group of beneficiaries that have, you know, a hearing impairment. So I'm happy to be here today. I'm sorry my boss, the representative from UNFPA, could not come because he has other engagements, but he asked me to represent him, and just for you people to know that we are there for you as well, and we will do our best to, you know, keep you in mind and support you. Thank you very much.
Okay, as a practitioner for Wubu Foundation, anybody that come to donate or come and pay visit to the Wubu Foundation, we teach you at least basic sign language. If it is at least two words, like how are you, good morning, what's your name. So we will ask the director of sign language, Mr. Joshua C.V. Barr, to please teach Dr. Pride to how are you and what's your name. And maybe he can.
The first thing is, it's the first time to interact with the deaf people. So this is the very first one you have to learn. This is I love you. Yes. So anytime you say the deaf person doing this is I love you. Okay. Now, this is an afternoon job. And when you get ready, maybe in the morning time, you say good morning. Good morning. Yeah. Good morning. And you don't mind, just say good morning. Okay? Then in the afternoon, I say good afternoon. Okay. Good morning. Good afternoon. Okay. Now the sun is up. So when you carry the way down, it's the evening time. Okay? So we are very, very happy to see you. Okay? So I love you. Good morning. Good afternoon. And good evening. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
No, you don't clap, Deb. You just
So
live.
not clap.
You don't
just
clap.
That is how they clap. Thanks.
Okay.
All right. So just so you know, I did.